Hey there, everyone. It's GG Sober Sun. December 5th. In spite of all we have learned in AA, our old way of thinking comes back on us, sometimes with overwhelming force, and occasionally some of us have slips. We forget or refuse to call on the higher power for help. We seem to deliberately make our minds a blank so far as AA training goes, and we take a drink. We eventually get drunk. We are temporarily right back where we started from. Those who have had slips say unanimously that they were no fun. They say AA has taken all the pleasure out of drinking. They knew they were doing the wrong thing. The old mental conflict was back in full force. They were disgusted with themselves. Am I convinced I can never get anything more out of drinking? And I told the story of my brother-in-law who thought that I had overcome all the problems that I had that perhaps made me drink alcoholically, and that he felt that I could drink again if I decided that's what I wanted to do. And regardless of whether I could drink like normal people, quote unquote normal people, I don't think I would ever do it, because I would lose the fellowship. And to be in the fellowship and still drinking is miserable. I've seen it on too many people. So, not gonna try it. I'm convinced. Meditation for the day. Give someone something to those who are having trouble, to those whose thoughts are confused. Something of your sympathy, your prayers, your time, your love, your thought, yourself. Then give of your own confidence, as you have had it given to you by the grace of God. Give of yourself and your loving sympathy. Give your best to those who need it and will accept it. Give according to need, never according to deserts. Remember that the giving of advice can never take the place of giving of yourself. Oh, that's so true. And that word deserts means deserving. I hadn't heard that until, well, it's been about a decade ago now. I recall somebody talking about getting their just desserts, and I just thought, what does sweet food have to do with what I deserve? But it's just desserts, your rightful deservings. But I know that speaking the language of the heart, sharing my own stories, my own personal stories, is what is most helpful to others. And it ties into that passage from the family afterwards. In God's hands, the dark past can mean life for others. It's the greatest possession you have, right? So if I allow God to bring to my mind appropriate stories that can help people feel like they're connected, then there you go. That's what it's all about. If I'm trying to teach someone a lesson, whether it be by lecture or by, pointing out things in the book or what have you, or giving them back history, sometimes that's helpful. But more often than not, it shuts people down. They like stories. We all like stories. Prayer for the day. I pray that as I have received, so may I give. I pray that I may have the right answer for those who are confused. And that really, again, is all in God's hands. If the timing's right, there's nothing we can say wrong, really. if we're being allowed to, if we're allowing God to speak through us. In some case, whether we let go and let him or not, sometimes even saying the wrong thing is fine if somebody is ready. But if the time's not right, there's nothing we can say right, regardless of how inspired we may feel. So keep coming back. Look up. Aim up. Rise up. Love y'all.